It's back to business as usual. I'm out here at the grocery store. I need some things for the house. My boys need some milk. They need some snacks. We need some dinner. So I'm right back to it, y'all. I really love my hair like this. This is the invisible locks on top of my locks that my girl did, or my cousin-in-law did, and she did a damn good job, and I really love this. I got so many compliments on it, and it's bobbed like how I like my locks too. Ooh. I just wanted to take a minute to talk to y'all real quick, like woman to woman, sister to sister, sister to brother, whatever the case is, realtor to everybody. So being home, and I think I said this already, but being home has just been so underwhelming. And it really just makes you like think, especially after being like 10 days away. It really just makes you think about everything that you have going on. Like, okay, this isn't working. It's just not working. And it's not just one thing. It's a couple things that tie into things, as far as like, you know, maybe I could go harder with business. Maybe I could lean into my circle a little bit more. Maybe I just need a different environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a couple things. But when you start to feel like you're not being heard or valued, let's do that. You're not being valued. Let's say it like that. And so I've been working on my prayer life. God always speaks to me. God speaks to me through my dreams. So recently he hasn't been telling me like, watch out for this, that, and the third. He's been giving me clarity on all the things that I've been thinking about. Like, you know, when it's like, am I in my head or is this what it is? He's like, nah, this is what it is. And I'm just like, wow. Like, watching it all play out, like, wow. So, my ugly 30 truth is that even though I'm restarting and I've changed a lot of things have changed, it's time for change. Change is always happening. It's crazy. Change always has to happen. And change has to happen right now. I've been reading Proverbs. So I saw this October challenge, and there's 31 days in October, 31 chapters in Proverbs. So I've been trying to read through Proverbs all of October. Now on my trip, I didn't have service, so the only thing that I could get was the King James Version, because with the Bible app you only have the King James Version available offline, and it didn't make no sense to me. I was reading it and I was like, this is why I put the Bible down, because I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't have like that depth knowledge. You know what I'm saying? To be like, yeah, like this is what he's trying to say. Like, I feel like I'm just reading a whole bunch of parables and I want to understand it. So I read the chapters and I was very lost. I decided when I came home, I'm going to go back and like read it again in like the New Living International Version or whatever the case is. Just so I can understand it better, because then it breaks it down into terms that I get. So I did that last night. And rewind, before I did that, I had a full-blown anxiety attack. And what a lot of people don't know is that I have really bad anxiety and I have certain triggers. Cleanliness is a trigger of mine. Chaos, I guess. Like, I'm really good with staying calm in chaotic situations. So I'm a mom of twin boys, as y'all know. They're 1 year old. If they're yelling and screaming, that is enough chaos for me. I can stay calm through that, and I could talk them down, and I could figure out the situation. I can remain calm. But if they're yelling and screaming and then there's 150 other things going on around me, I'm losing it. I'm losing it in my mind. So it's like I really need that peace. And so chaos triggered my panic attack at the moment. Not at the moment, but last night. And so there's different ways to come down off of an anxiety attack if you're not familiar. There's some healthy ways and there's some unhealthy ways. And you definitely have to figure out how to breathe again. Because that's one of the things with anxiety. You forget how to breathe and you're panicking. So last night I was proud of myself because I chose the healthy way and I breathed and I talked to God and I just sat there and I was like, God, I thank you for your traveling mercies because I just got home, and I was like, and I thank you, God, for your peace, and I thank you, God, for my kids, and I thank you, God, for your love, and I thank you, God, for your forgiveness and your kindness. Like, just things to like remind me like, you're okay. You're okay. And I just started going and I just started saying it. And then I was like, all right, I could breathe again. I could breathe again. So I went back and I was like, as I'm getting ready to go to bed, because I know the boys had just fell asleep. And I know, like, okay, so pause. After I calmed myself down, I went and made the boys a bottle and I put them in the bed and they fell asleep. And I was like, my mind still isn't at ease. Like, even though I'm calm right now, I'm not at ease. So I went back and I decided to listen to the Proverbs. Like, I just let it play. All the ones that I missed. So from the 10th, I didn't miss it. All the ones that I didn't understand. So from the 10th through the 19th, because today's the 20th. And yes, you guys are seeing this late. I know I need to catch up on my vlog content, but it's okay. October 20th. So I went back and I just listened to everything. And when I say, like, I just felt at peace. And the dream that I had the night before that God gave me, basically just telling me, like, you're not being heard right now. And it just made sense. Because I was applying it to something very specific. But it was a very broad dream. And then it was also, like, it was also very specific. But it was a very broad dream. And listening to the Proverbs, it just really just made me, like, take a moment to just sit and think. And I was just like, wow, change needs to happen. What is current is not positive to my growth and my peace. And so my ugly 30 truth, like I said, is change. We're changing yet again. So everything's a journey. And I know this probably doesn't make a lot of sense to y'all because I'm not being specific. But I'm one of those people, I don't like to talk on things until they're either happening or, you know, about to happen, whatever the case is. It's just a realization that I had. And I wanted to share that. And I don't know. Does anybody else deal with anxiety? And if so, like, how do you cope? I would love to talk to people about how they cope with anxiety because I found myself resorting back to my unhealthy ways of coping with anxiety. But just let me know, does anybody else deal with anxiety? Because I would love to find other ways to deal with anxiety. I think I found last night I chose a very positive route. But sometimes when you're in the moment, it's like you just don't know what to do. And you're trying to breathe, and you got to figure out how to get yourself to breathe, especially when, you know, people around you probably won't understand what's going on, and you try to, like, keep it to yourself, so you duck off in the bathroom, and now it's just you by yourself, like, what do I do? But if you deal with anxiety or whatever the case is, like, how do you stay encouraged in those moments? What kind of change are you guys going through right now that you feel like you're still waiting on direction for? Because I think that's my big thing why I said that I can't speak on it right now. I'm still waiting on direction. I don't like to move without, you know, talking to God first and getting that. I like to talk to God first and get that definite sign like it's time to move, because I made a lot of decisions in my life where it was like, all right, maybe I did too much. Maybe it wasn't ready. And I just want to be ready for everything, especially now with having kids. Like, I want to make sure, because it doesn't just affect me, it affects me and my kids, every decision that I make. So as I'm going through change, let me know, like, what changes are life changes do y'all feel like y'all are going through right now that you might need more guidance on, or whatever the case is? Now, I can't guide you, but I'd love to have the discussion. So let me know in the comments. Alright guys, so I probably should have showed y'all the before, but I want you guys to tell me how much you think I spend on like a grocery run. Not just a quick 1, 2, 3 things, but like a full grocery for a family of 4 to 6, depending on the time of the week. This time it was for 4 because during the week it's just me, the twins, and PJ. But this is what our fridge looks like, fully stocked. So my battery had died. So tell me, back to this. Okay, this was dinner from last night that we ordered because we didn't have groceries. And not these juices right here, but like these juices, the fruit. There's some veggies and stuff down here. I'm about to make chili. I'm making 2 chilies. I'm making a meatless chili for myself, and then a chili with ground beef for the men. I always end up making 2 different meals, but so we have that. We got some like things to eat during the day, some salad stuff, some water, you know, like the kids' snacks and things. So just tell me, how much do y'all think? Okay. I'm coming. How much do y'all think I spend on groceries on a daily trip? I'd love for y'all to tell me. That's what I mean when I say my twins are so different. Like, why do you have to stuff your mouth? And then look, it just takes one at a time. I love it though. Izzy, you don't have to stuff your mouth. Here's Buddy. And some more goldfish? Yeah, take 1. Or 2. Here, take some. You don't want no more? You want to come over here? Nope. These right here are really Assad's favorite. He loves him some Nutella wafers. He said, no more goldfish. Give me what I want. And he has to have 3 at a time. Izzy deal. And then PJ and our oldest boy are outside washing my truck because the little baby need to clean. Can't believe I came home and it wasn't done already, but that's okay. They're getting it done. Let me stop. So I just went out to eat with my homegirl. We went to Fogo de Chao, but a question was asked, like, if you were to get married, do you know who your like bridesmaids and all that would be? So partially for me, yes, and partially no, because looking back at it, I have like cliques of friends. Not cliques, but groups. Like, I have my high school friends who are my sisters for life. I have my college friends, which is where I have my best friend, because that's where I met her, was in college. And then, like, I have Shay and Fatima. But, you know, I'm kind of winded. I'm wearing heels, walking through the city, going back to the car. But it was just interesting to, like, talk about that. We talk about all kinds of things. We talk about goals. We talk about, with most of my friends group, we talk about different goals that we have, life things. And I just never thought about it that way. Like, how do you pick and choose your favorite friends for something like that? Who knows? Right here is my favorite weather. Like, it's sunny during the day, and then the nighttime it's like a cool little breeze. I wish I could show y'all my full fit. I love these shoes. You know, they're boots, but the toes are out. Got a little heel on them. Super sexy. You gotta love fall in Maryland. Okay, I'm in DC right now, but it's the same thing in Maryland. Can we just take a minute to talk about how, like, the size of my camera are blurry? Because one of my twins decided that my camera was a chew toy. This is my life.